Wow, so the Bulls and Glasgow close the gap on Leinster. If you look at Leinster, they are pretty comfortable at the moment, but we want to talk about Munster and the bottom half of the table. We will see Connacht and Ulster are still down there, top 8-wise. One of the interesting things about that, we don't have the points against Colum Bernard, but if we did, it's very, very different to usual. They say culture, identity, whatever it is, starts with defence, but both Munster, or all of Munster, Connacht and Ulster are amongst the league's worst offenders in terms of points conceded. Yeah,
it's unusual. I think historically being a defence coach for an Irish province was probably one of the easier jobs because Irish teams could defend well. You could criticise our lack of power, size, flair. But this season in particular, so Munster are -10, conceded 322 points, Ulster -21 and Connacht -22. And they all conceded over 300 points. Leinster are -187
How many have Zebre conceded for?
So Zebre are better. So Zebre's defence is 303. And like, let's be honest, I know Zebre are having a bit of a rejuvenation, but they're an average team. You know, they're an average team, hardly any international. So, whatever reason, three of the four Irish provinces have dropped off massively defensively. And also, if you look at Ireland and the Six Nations, we were nowhere near as well drilled defensively as we have been in the past. We're conceding tries in a much easier fashion. And for Connacht to go to Osprey, Swansea, and score 40 points and not win, I mean, that's criminal, you know.
So you were saying you're still searching for the culprit, are you, in this investigation?
So obviously two of those three provinces will probably have a new defence coach next year, but I don't think it's all the coach's fault. I mean, the systems that have been built in Irish rugby don't change that much. You know, Nino Barr comes in, puts in a radical system, and players adapt to that. But in general, I don't see Munster, Ulster or Connacht defending in a different way than historically they would have. But for whatever reason, their attitude without the ball is nowhere near good enough. Munster the same the other night against Glasgow, just conceded very, very soft tries.
OK, attitude without the ball, at least that's a starting point for the investigation. Do you agree with that?
Hugely, and the gas thing is, if you look at the energy both Munster and Connacht had in their attack for their running lines to get to the breakdown, to keep moving that quick ball, it just didn't transfer into defence. Like if they were my teammates in Connacht, you'd be roaring at them like a missed tackle by Ioane, full-back comes up, misses a tackle, another missed tackle. Now, Ospreys weren't much better. So your attitude, for me, I like Nina Barr's philosophy because you want to shut teams down, and because we've such great athletes, and if you were to win games solely on your attacking flair, Munster and Connacht be winning much more games. But that energy and that attitude has to go into defence. And when you change your mindset into defence, and I am a culprit for this, I love to attack. But by God, if you come up and you get an easy or a good hit and you turn over the ball and now you're playing expansive, really quick rugby, it's exciting. And I asked this off air, is it because now we're looking at the game to be quicker, more expansive, and the product that we're coming away from?
Yeah, 43-40 was entertaining.
Absolutely. You know? So that's a product in itself.
Yeah.
But I think we can't undermine the skill set of a really good tackle or a really good double hit or a really good turnover from a good defensive system.
And on that, Lindsay, jumping back to the Six Nations, I thought it was so evident that France were loving defence, which, you know, for years it was, they couldn't be bothered with defence, they're so good in attack. Yeah,
they've bought into it, but there's never been so many rule changes. I agree with you, the World Rugby and the rule change are trying to make teams attack better. But teams like France and England, South Africa, they still build their game around defence.